meetings, we've made significant progress and will continue to work on resolving a limited number of remaining issues, paving the way for the conclusion of the Trans-Pacific Partnership negotiations. Ministers and negotiators leave Hawaii committed to build on the momentum of this meeting by staying in close contact as negotiators continue their intensive engagement to find common ground. Negotiators will also continue to work to formalize the achievements that have been made this week. In this last stage of negotiations, we are more confident than ever that TPP is within reach and will support jobs and economic growth. The progress made this week reflects our long-standing commitment to deliver an ambitious, comprehensive, and high-standard TPP agreement that will support jobs and economic growth across the Asia-Pacific region. With that, we are happy to take questions. I think Trevor Kincaid will help moderate the questions.
Thank you, Krista Hughes from Reuters. Ambassador Froman, could you give us an example of something that you agreed on this week that you hadn't agreed on before as a sign of the progress that you've made? And a question for Mr. Grosser. How far short are you of reaching a deal on dairy that New Zealand would find satisfactory, please?
Well, Krista, with the usual caveat that in a trade negotiation, nothing is agreed to till everything is agreed to. Our negotiators and the ministers worked through a long list of issues to resolve differences. Just to give you an example, you asked for one example. I think yesterday we had made some great progress on closing some disciplines around some intellectual property rights issues, including geographical indications is just an example. And we worked through many other issues as well.
Ambassador Andrew Thomas from Al Jazeera.
Well, should I respond to the question on dairy?
Okay.
First of all, I'd just like to back up what Ambassador Froman has said. I mean, the process of reaching a complicated trade agreement is to start with a huge number of uncertainties and slowly resolve them piece by piece until you can see one or two of the most difficult issues remaining. And you don't really, in the real world, ever get to that stage until you've cleared the undergrowth away.
So now that the undergrowth has been cleared away in the course of this meeting, in a manner that I would say was streets ahead of any of the other ministerial meetings we've had, we can see clearly that there are one or two really hard issues and one